Hey guys, this is Chris coming back at you with another update. I know it's been a while, but I'm here to let you all know what things have been like over the last month. And I am officially 5 months on T, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. So sometimes I feel like I repeat the same thing from video to video. So before I sat down today, I asked my girlfriend what she thought the three biggest changes were. And she said, number one is my voice. So I am going to insert a voice clip right here.
Hi, my name is Chris, and this is my voice on May 29th, 1 week on testosterone.
Hi, my name is Chris, and this is my voice 21 weeks and 6 days on testosterone.
So, like, looking back on and listening to what I sounded like first week on T and pre-T and comparing it to now, it's a huge difference. And I would definitely say for people who see me and hear me on a daily basis, that's probably the biggest change. The second biggest change over this last month, I would say, is facial hair. So when I saw you all last month, I think I had just cut my lined up my mustache and shaved my beard or my chin. It's not really a beard quite yet, but I had shaved it. So the chin hairs are coming back a little bit more evenly, and that was part of the reason why I hadn't cut it. One, because I had an interview, but two, because it was not really even, and I was hoping that by shaving it, it would come in a little bit better. So far, it's looking pretty good. The two distinct patches are still here, and it's coming back further. All I'm waiting for now is for this little area to connect, because really, that's the only part that literally has nothing. There is peach fuzz coming up, but it's still not as thick as the rest of it. My mustache seems to be coming in thicker right around here. I'm on my webcam, so you all are not going to be able to see this all that well. So I'm going to include pictures here so that you all can see how my face is changing as far as my mustache and my chin. Moving on to the other parts of my face that have hair coming in. So I think I showed you all this last month that I had hair coming in along here. So that same hair is still coming in, but it's coming in with more strands and it is more visible to people. People can look at my face and see that it's there. And there's also starting to be hair like down here on both sides. And there's also a little bit like down here. So again, you all can't see it now, so I'm going to include a picture right here. So even though this facial hair has been like really nice, the downside of the facial hair has been that I think it's been causing me to break out a lot more. Because I would say around like last month, my face started getting breaking out a lot more intensely, but it also started to get like really itchy. And I had never heard anybody talking about their face being irritated to that degree, to this degree, or their face being itchy. And I asked around and did some research, and apparently, when you're growing the facial hair, a lot of times your face does get irritated, and it might cause acne to flare up. And I really think that that's really what it is, because when I break out, shortly after I break out, I can see hair popping up in a place where I had like a very intense pimple. And then it eventually goes away, and the hair is doing fine. But that's something that continues to happen, as well as the itching. So what I've been trying to do is be more diligent about cleaning my face and moisturizing. I've already been doing it, but I've just been trying to stay with it, and also been looking for other facial products to use. In addition to that, I have been sleeping on my back. And I typically like to sleep on my side, but I'm recognizing that when I sleep on the side, my face comes into contact with my pillow. And if my hair is oily, that's on my pillow, and then it goes to my face. So even though it's not the most comfortable, the thing that works best for me is just to lay on my back, and my face has kind of toned down since then. And really, the other frustrating thing about this is that it's only really this side of my face. The left side typically is pretty clear. It does have a couple of breakouts every now and then, but it's always the right side that's way more intense. And when I look at my face, I do feel like there's more hair, a little bit more hair on the right side. So that kind of makes sense that this would be the area that's breaking out more. So my girlfriend is going to help me. She's been looking up and doing research on different things that I can use. So when I find out what will work best to prevent breakouts, unclog my pores, and help with like any scarring, I will let you all know. Let's see. Other than that, something else that she said has changed, or maybe continued to happen, but like not as much, is bottom growth. I don't talk too much about it because I know it can cause dysphoria for some people, but she said that it is still growing, but just not as quickly as it did at the beginning of starting team. Other than that, I guess the other major things I want to update you all on is that last month, actually, no, not last month, last week I went to a wedding, and I haven't really bought any new clothes for real, since starting testosterone. And being that it was a wedding, I needed something formal to wear, or business casual, not business casual, something more or less formal to wear. And so I wore a lot of blazers and like sports jackets pre-T, and so I had some in my closet, and I went to try my favorite one on, and I knew my body was changing, but I didn't realize how much until I tried to put this jacket on. And when I put it on, it fit, but my shoulders were like this. And so my girlfriend helped take measurements of my shoulders, and we ended up going to Macy's. And I figured out what my size was. It was 46. A 46. Really, I need a 46 short, but this particular Macy's didn't have a short, so I had to wear a regular length jacket, and so it was like a little bit long on my shoulders, on my arms. Not too bad though. But what was discouraging about that was the fact that if my chest was flatter, I would have been able to wear a 44, and this particular Macy's had the shorter length 44s available, but I couldn't fit it because my chest was in the way. So I feel like I've been doing okay lately, but that was kind of discouraging, just knowing that if my chest was flat, I would be able to fit into a smaller jacket. I'd be able to wear smaller button ups more comfortably, because that was the other thing. Not only did I have to go a size up in the jacket, there was a matching shirt that my girlfriend had found. The sports jacket is Tommy Hilfiger. She had found a Tommy Hilfiger shirt that would have gone nice with it, and she got me two sizes. She got me large and extra large. Large fit my neck perfectly, fit my shoulders perfectly, and then when it came to buttoning it, it started to buckle some, so it wasn't flat. So I couldn't do it. And then the large one fit my chest, but it was like way too big on my neck, and I was just like, forget it. I got another shirt, and also ended up getting that one in extra large for the same reason. So while I am like happy to see that my shoulders are broadening and getting thicker, it sucks sometimes because while parts of my body are changing and making it easier for me to shop, this part has not changed, and it makes it kind of hard sometimes. So that was discouraging, and it made me realize that I need to figure out top surgery sooner rather than later. So I've told you like two kind of negative things or bad things that happened over this last month, but I have a positive thing that happened. Even though those negative things happened, I happened to get my first STP, and I'll tell you all the story behind how I got it. So basically, I have had a Mr. Olympy since like March, and I feel like I was getting tired of it, and I needed something that was like a little bit more realistic, a little bit more comforting for me. And so I was going to get a SAN STP because of all the ones I had looked up, it was the most reasonable as far as price, and I had seen mostly good reviews about it. and I had already started saving up, and I was gonna buy it relatively soon. And I happened to be on Reddit one day. If you all don't know what Reddit is, it's like a site that has different, like, kind of like forum slash discussion, like kind of like chat rooms where you can talk about different topics. And one of them is for one of the rooms is a FTM room, and someone in that group had two free times, and free time weren't working for them, so they got a real magic, and they wanted to sell the free times to someone who might really be able to use it. And so I happened to see this post, and I ended up getting a free time 4-in-1, all natural, 6.5-inch prosthetic for $30. So I have that. I'm still learning how to use the STP part of it and how to pack with it, because it's definitely different than the Mr. Limpy. But overall, I've been really happy with it. And I didn't think I had bottom dysphoria, and I don't know that I necessarily do, but something just feels better. I just feel better when I'm wearing it. So as I get more experience with it, I've only had it for a week. Tomorrow makes a week. As I get more experience with using the STP, the packer, and get to play around with it, I'll let you all know what I think. If you are interested, just let me know, and I would be happy to do a review on it. I believe more or less like that's it. Like, I'm experiencing some changes as far as hair growth, and my voice is steadily changing. Downsides, acne is continuing. My chest is starting to kind of bother me a lot more, but then my body is getting to be more of what I wanted as far as muscles being grown and being more visible, and my waist getting a little bit smaller so that I can more comfortably fit into clothes. So it's been a month of like a lot going on, both good and bad, but I'm making it, and I look forward to whatever 6 months brings.